Tell us why. A lot of real estate companies out there. Why David Collins and Collins and Company?
Well, we service before and after the sale. I think that's a big thing, and follow through on phone calls. Um, I think, and I have a lot of people just comment on how professional our website is, how professional our agents are, and what we do, and how we follow through with things. For instance, I'm not telling the name of a real estate company or anything like that. That's had a buyer that bought one of our houses through another agency, and she just called me. She said my agent didn't show up at closing, didn't bring me any keys. We didn't do a final walkthrough. That's pretty sad. And I just want to let folks know, you come here, you're going to get service. Follow through. We're going to work through with you, follow you through the process, help you through the process. You don't have a lender, we've got lenders we recommend, attorneys for closing we recommend, and you get full service here.
End of story. Full service. Phone number to call?
423-543-5741.
A 97% closing ratio, folks. Collins and Company, great sponsor of the Tom Dillon Sports Show and Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports. And we say good morning to you. Broadcasting live. We're on the road. We are here at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City on show number 2,454 of the Tom Dillon Sports Show. We're live here again. We got lots to talk about. Our buddy's in here. In fact, he's here. We're going to put him on and get him ready in just a second. Our buddy Andrew Smith, sports writer, Johnson City Press, Kingsport Times News. So, again, lots going on. He's got the complete rundown of the regional basketball. And so we'll have that for you. 4A3A2A1A, boys and girls, it's all set. The regionals, Friday night for the ladies, Saturday for the guys. You win, you move on. You lose, you're eliminated. So this is a big deal. This is the elimination game. It kind of opens up the door for the rest of the tournament. You got to win this one. And so our broadcast will be at Granger. Both guys and girls are coming to town. The Lady Grizzlies on Friday night. The Granger boys will be on Saturday. Both games start at 6:30, audio only. And we'll do that again from John Treadway Gymnasiums. Let's get the national anthem. We'll get Andrew in here lined up and ready to roll here on a very nice Wednesday. Weather's very nice. Got rain coming in. It's warming up. Feels better. Is better. It's good. So no snow, no rain, no winter storm warnings, none of that garbage. It's getting better and more spring-like every day. That's good. All right, here we go. National anthem here, the Kingdom Bears out of Dollywood on the Tom Dillon Sports.
1, 2. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And back on the Tom Dillon Sports Show, our first guest. Always a pleasure having him on. Andrew Smith, how you doing, sir?
Doing well, doing well. It's starting to feel, you mentioned it a second ago, more and more like spring.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm all here for it.
Amen. Think spring. Every day's a little bit closer. Think spring. We like it. So, which means baseball's up and running. And let's start with your Braves. Chris Sale, contract extension, $27 million, keeping around an extra year. So that's big news to nail down the ace of the staff. That way he can't go anywhere. He's
Yeah.
in for 2 more years.
Yeah, absolutely. He was set to be a free agent at the end of this year, so being able to lock him in for sure for another year and a club option for the year after that, it's a good thing. Obviously, I know Chris Sale wants to. He said earlier this spring that he wanted to, continue to be a Brave. Alex Anthopoulos said we'd like for him to continue to be a Brave. About a week later, all right, we got straightened out. So
He's a Brave.
he's going to be a Brave for another little bit. So positive development there.
Grant Holmes had a good outing for the Bravos, as did Ronaldo Lopez in spring training. That's a good thing.
Yes. For once, we're starting to get some good positive news Braves wise. Their start spring didn't look great, so seeing Lopez and Holmes come out and do good things. Heck, even some of the prospects like J.R. Ritchie doing some positive things. It's been a pretty solid start to spring training.
Yep. And so, spring training continues. Evan Carter yesterday for the Rangers, 1 for 3 with a triple, scored a run, so that's good. They got him in the leadoff spot, and so far so good. He's playing very well, and so we obviously wish the very best for him. For those of you who don't know, Evan Carter's from Elizabethton here in the Tri-Cities, and so he's the starting center fielder for the Texas Rangers. We're very excited and very proud of what he has accomplished and what little time he's been up in the big league. So he's been hurt last year, but so far, keep your fingers crossed, so far this year in spring training, things are going very well for Evan Carter. Again, the youngster from Elizabethton, Tennessee, and again, very proud of that young man. And of course, he's just a good guy, too. Not only is he a great baseball player, but he's a good young man. So, all right, high school basketball, here we go. It's been busy. The district tournament's over. Regional play is upon us, and so let's start. We're doing with the guys or girls?
We got the guys up first here.
All right, let's go, guys. Give me the regional. There's 4 teams.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody plays on Saturday at 7 o'clock for the regional boys. We're starting at 4A, 3A. Going to the top?
We'll start at the top classification,
4A?
work our way down.
All right, 4A. Who's playing where?
All right, so in 4A, the 4 seed out of District 2, Sevier County, will be traveling to District 1 champion Dobbins-Bennett. District 1's 3 seed Science Hill will go play at Jefferson County, the runner-up of District 2. West Ridge will make the trip to Maryville in the 4-1 matchup. And then William Blount will travel to Morristown West. That is your Region 1 4A first-round matchups on Saturday.
There you go. Winners move on. This is a biggie. This is it. To get to the next round, you got to win on Saturday for the guys. No question. So all these are big games. Again, run them down to just tell me who. See, DB's got who?
DB hosts Sevier County.
All right.
Science Hill is at Jeff County.
Right.
West Ridge is at Maryville, and William Blount is at Morristown West.
What do you think? Give me your take on these games.
Dobbins-Bennett is playing some really good basketball right
They
now.
are, yep.
They've earned that district title. It wasn't a cheap one, we'll say that. So I really like the way they're playing right now. Science Hill, that's an interesting game, having to go to Jefferson County, make the trip down to Dandridge on Saturday. Could be interesting. Tough draw for West Ridge. Anytime you have to go play Maryville, it's a tall task. Not impossible, but a tall task for Coach Dyer and the Wolves. And Morristown West, I like them against William Blount there.
There you go. That's your 4A boys. All right, let's go to 3A. Who's playing where?
Yeah, so we've got the game you'll obviously be calling, Granger at Elizabethton.
Yep. That'll be all these start at 7, by the way.
7 o'clock Saturday evening.
All right.
David Crockett makes the relatively short trip to Greenville for their region opener. Daniel Boone will go to Churchill to play Volunteer in the District 2 champion Volunteer. They ended a run of 7 straight district titles for Greenville last night, so a big win for the Falcons. And then Cherokee will head to Bristol to take on Tennessee High.
So Volunteer beat Greenville last night.
Volunteer beat Greenville in overtime, 69-66.
Wow. Hello, Kenneth Gooch. How you doing, buddy? Thank you for watching the show. We're live here at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City on People Street. So we've got Granger. Boone goes to
Volunteer.
Volunteer.
Crockett goes to Greenville.
Crockett goes to Greenville.
And Cherokee goes to Tennessee High.
Cherokee Cherokee will go to the Viking All Battle Tennessee High. That's in 3A, boys. All right, 2A, who's going where?
2A, Unicoi County will stay at home. They won District 1 last night. They will play host to Pigeon Forge on Saturday. West Green will take the trip out to Cumberland Gap. Chucky Doak will play at Gatlinburg Pittman. Gatlinburg Pittman is actually the host of the semifinals and championships, so they get to stay home for the whole region tournament, assuming they get to keep winning. So,
Wow.
Big for the Highlanders of Gatlinburg Pittman. And Eagleton Academy will make the trip to Greenville to take on South Green.
There you go. So that's in 2A. That's boys. All right, it's single A.
And single A, Unaka won District 1 last night. There are only 3 teams in District 2, so Unaka gets a bye into the semifinals. Your 3 other matchups are North Green at Cosby, University High at Hancock County,
That's
and
a haul.
Washburn at Hampton are your 3 opening round matchups Saturday in single A. Once
Boys.
again,
Yep.
and once again, Unaka gets the first round bye.
We're live here at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City. Again, the chicken sandwich meal is what they're showcasing this month, and so that and the floats, both the sodas and the floats. You get your root beer float, Dr. Pepper float. Let's see if there a high C float, a Sprite float that flips your trigger, Diet Coke, Coke Zero. Any of those you get into a float or a soda. Soda is just with the ice cream in it, but the float actually mix it, swirl it, which is really good. And so we've had the root beer float. It is very good. Hello, Sandra Perkins. How you doing, lady? So that's the guys. Again, Elizabeth and guys, our broadcast will be Saturday evening, audio only, 6:40 or 6:30 airtime, 7 o'clock tip-off from John Treadway. So the ladies, let's start with the ladies at the top of the totem pole at 4A. Who's playing where?
Yeah, so Jefferson County will make the trip to Lakeway area, or stay in the Lakeway area, take on Morristown East. West Ridge will head to Maryville as well. So both the boys and girls will be making trips to Maryville for West Ridge in the region tournament. Dobbins-Bennett will travel to Sevier County, and Science Hill will play host to William Blunt. That is the 4A girls Region 1 opener.
So Lady
on
Hilltop
Friday
will be at
night.
home, and the other team 4A will be at home will be
Morristown East.
Morristown East will be at home, right? And 3A, of course, our broadcast will be Friday. All these are Friday night, by the way. Friday night, the Lady Cyclones and the Lady Grizzlies from Granger. Again, 6:30 airtime, 7 o'clock tip-off. Joseph Taylor and I will bring it to you audio only from John Treadway. That's one of the 3As.
Yep.
Who else goes where?
The other ones, Volunteer will play at Daniel Boone.
Mhm.
Boone, obviously the region champion.
They can play.
They are, they're legit.
They are legit. They can
for
play.
sure.
Oh, yes.
Tennessee High will travel to Cherokee,
Mhm.
and David Crockett will play at Greenville.
How do you like those?
Yeah, honestly, I think my eyes goes to Tennessee High Cherokee is a game that interests me a lot. You've got a lot of talented but young players on this Cherokee team, like Kennedy Dill, a freshman, Addie Lawson, a sophomore. How will they handle this region tournament environment against a Tennessee High team that we know is a little bit, battling the injury bug a little bit, but it's a unique situation for these young kids to be in for sure.
And so that's what's going on there in 3A. Let's go down to 2A girls basketball. Again, everything on Friday starting at 7. Who plays where?
Yeah, Unicoi County will play host to Claiborne over in Irwin. Johnson County will make the long trek down to Pigeon Forge there on Friday night. Chucky Doak at Gatlinburg Pittman. And South Green will play host to Cumberland Gap. All those Friday night girls games at 7 o'clock.
All right, we're going to do something a little fun with this here for a second. So I'm going to put you to the test. Let's go back up. We'll do the guys again in a minute. Let's go to 4A basketball. All right, we're going to do a picking panel, me and you.
All righty.
For kicks and giggles. This is Andrew. Okay, this is TT. All right, 4A girls. Who plays where first game?
First game is Jeff County at Morristown East.
You're taking.
I'll take East.
Taking it. Morristown East. This is the girls. I'll take Morristown East. All right, next one.
West Ridge at Maryville.
We'll go on.
I'll take the Rebels in that one of Maryville.
Maryville. We'll go both with Maryville. Okay.
Dobbins-Bennett at Sevier County.
DB at Sevier County. I'm going to take.
I'll take Sevier County in that one.
Okay. Picking panel. I'll go with you. All right. The
All right,
last
and
one.
then the last one's William Blunt, Science Hill, and I'll take the Lady Toppers in that one.
Yep, I'm
they've
taking
been playing,
Science
They've
Hill.
played some solid ball recently.
I'm taking Science Hill too. So we're on the same page. Hello, Coach Harden. How you doing, sir? Watching. So that's girls 4A. All right. 3A.
We got Volunteer at Boone. Give me Boone.
Oh, absolutely. Boone is the real deal, folks. I'm telling you, they got weapons. Story,
Yes.
Britain. Tell you the girl that hurt us, Flores got 32. Story got 20, don't just
24,
remember,
I think it was.
26, 28, something like that. So, but the lady that hurt us, I thought, doing the little things on the court was Ella Masters. I thought she was very effective, and Laney Britton too. So they got lots of weapons at Boone, so we're both taking Boone. I'm taking Elizabethan against Granger. You're
I will
taking.
take Elizabethan as well against Granger.
Okay. The other 3A girls game will be.
Tennessee High at Cherokee. I like these freshmen. They can play for Cherokee. Give me the Lady Chiefs.
All right. Got to go with you on that one, too. Addie Wilhoit's out, so that's a big
Yep. And
difference
then,
for Tennessee High.
Crockett at Greenville is the other one. I'll take Greenville.
So we're not really. We're pretty much
We're in
mirroring each other.
lockstep over here.
We haven't changed. We're taking everything together. All right.
That's no fun.
No. 2A, who we got?
We got Claiborne at Unicoi County. I'll take Unicoi County in that
Oh,
one.
absolutely. Okay. All right.
Johnson County at Pigeon Forge. Give me a road upset. I like Johnson County in this one.
Okay. I'm going to go Pigeon Forge just so we can get some differential.
I wanted to find a way to differ from you somewhere, and I figured this might be an interesting one to try for.
So that's probably a trap pick for me.
Or me. We'll see.
Oh, that's right. Go either way, all right?
Yep. Chucky Doak at GP. I'll take Gatlinburg Pittman in that one.
Chucky Doak at GP. Yep, GP. Okay.
And then Cumberland Gap at South Green. I'll go South Green.
Yep. Going South Green, too. So far, the picking panel ain't much because we're doing everything together. All right, single A.
And single A, the team with the bye, once again, is UNACA. They swept both the boys and girls district championships, so they will automatically in the Monday semifinal. The other games are Cloudland at Washburn.
Give me Cloudland.
Give me Cloudland as well.
Yep. Okay.
Hampton at Cosby. I'll take Cosby in that one. I much respect to Dwayne Humphrey and that team, but it's that Cosby's one of the toughest places to go win.
I'm going with Hampton. We'll go with the Lady Bulldogs to make things a little interesting.
All right,
okay?
and then the other one is Hancock County at North Green. I think North Green's going to be too tough defensively. Give me the Lady Huskies on
North
that
Green
one.
can play. Yep. All right, those are the girls. All right, let's go over to the boys.
All right, let me go back to the boys.
We're doing a little picking panel here. Me and Mr. Smith, see who can possibly be right here in the picking panel, the regional quarterfinals. All right,
All
so
right, we'll start back at the top of 4A. We got Sevier County at DB. Give me DB.
yep, like Chris Poore and the Indians. All right,
All
next.
right. Got Science Hill at Jefferson County. I think I'm going to go Science Hill.
We'll go Jeff County at home. Okay, Science Hill.
I'm very torn on that one slightly in Science Hill just because in parts I've just seen them more.
Oh, it's gonna be good here. I'm setting him up.
West Ridge at Maryville. Give me Maryville in that one.
Okay, Maryville.
And then William Blunt at Mo West. We'll go Mo West. Sure.
All right. Then we go to 3A.
3A.
Elizabeth and Granger. I got the Cyclones.
I'll take Betsy in that one as well.
Okay.
Crockett at Greenville. I think I'll go Greenville in that one.
Okay. We'll go with the upset special. We'll go with Crockett.
All right.
All right.
Boone at Volunteer. Boone has a chance to get hot, but I think I'm going to lean Volunteer at home. I think that's going to be the biggest difference in that game.
Yeah, I'll go with the Falcons. All right.
And then Cherokee at Tennessee High. I like this Tennessee High team. I got to see them a couple weeks ago at Boone. I'll go with the Vikings.
Okay. Same here. So we.
All right. And then
Only difference there, I took Crockett, you took Greenville. Okay.
Yep. All right. And 2A, Pigeon Forge at Unicoi County. Coach Broyles has those boys going. I'm going to go with the Blue Devils in that one.
Okay. Same here.
West Green is at Cumberland Gap. I'll go West Green, sure.
That's what I'm going with. I have no clue about these teams.
I don't have much. I've seen West Green a time or two. I have not seen Cumberland Gap. I don't have a great feel for that one.
It's a
admittedly.
shot in the dark. So,
Yep.
All right.
Chucky Doak at Gatlinburg Pittman. I'll take GP.
Okay. I'm right there with you. All right.
And then Eagleton at South Green. Give me South Green.
I guess there's a reason to do this, although we only got like 2 or 3 differential picks of the whole thing, but that's all right. 1A boys.
In 1A, obviously Unaka has the buys, so they are not here. North Green is at Cosby. I think I'm going to go Cosby.
Oh, there you go. I'm going North Green. Okay.
One, same reasoning I have for the girls in that game is Cosby's a very difficult place to go win.
Okay.
UH is at Hancock County. I'm going to go Hancock County, but UH can get hot. They absolutely have a couple guys that can shoot the balls. Ty Templin is a guy that I'd be watching. If I was providing a scouting report on UH, Ty Templin would be the guy I'd be looking out for. And then the last one's Washburn at Hampton. Give me Hampton.
I'm taking UH in that game, by the way. So you're taking Hampton. So the only differential, the whole 4A girls, nothing. 3A girls, nothing. 2A girls, I took Pigeon Forge, you took Johnson County. There's a difference there. In single A, you took Cosby, I took Hampton. So there's 2 that we don't agree on. In the boys, everything. Nope, I took Jeff County. You took Sign Seal. Okay. Let's see here. 3A's all the same. 2A is all the same. And single A, I took UH. You took Hancock County. So we're actually picking for 4 games out of all that. So
Actually, I think there's a 5th. You take Crockett in the boys 3A, and I took Greenville.
oh yeah, you're right. Mr. Know-It-All, yeah, you got it. So. Yeah, you got it. So that's what we got. High school basketball. So you win, you stay alive on Friday or Saturday. If you lose, it's over. And then at that point, you get into the quarterfinal or the semifinals of the regional. I know, and everything's down that way this year. So I know in 3A we go to Granger. I'm not sure where the 4As go.
I got you right here.
There you go. I need to know that. It'd be good. He's a plethora of information.
In 4A, they'll be heading to Sevier County.
Okay. 3A is Granger.
3A is at Granger. 2A is at Gatlinburg Pittman.
Okay.
And single A is at Washburn. That's a haul.
So you have to figure that into it. And of course, the same thing when they come up here. Every other year they flip flop. So next year's regional will be up here. This year's regional is down in District 2. So when you jump on in single A, you jump in a bus and go from Hampton to Washburn, or you go from Unicoi County to Gatlinburg Pittman. That's a haul on a school bus going down to Gatlinburg Pittman. Who's hosting it? Any of these are a haul. Sevier County, Granger, Gatlinburg Pittman, and Washburn. So point of this is you have to take the teams that are going to be closer geographically down on that end because they don't have to travel. Or at least not like we have to travel up here. But then the same can be said next year. Every other year we flip-flop. So they have to come up here, and it's a long haul for them every year. I always think that plays into it because the school bus ride,
absolutely does.
You leave school early, get on a school bus or a chartered bus, and stop and eat, and the whole routine is out of whack because you're not used to that. You're used to a home game, and so you're not only traveling, but you're traveling. This is a do-or-die game, so I think it puts a lot of pressure on the traveling team.
Oh, it absolutely does. You know, that's why being able to make it to a district championship is such a big deal for the opening round, right? Is you're able to at least get that one home game before having to this year make a trip down to District 2. So, yeah, it's huge. You know, obviously if you're thinking or in, let's say, 3A, right, a trip from Volunteer to Granger is still a little bit longer, but it's not nearly as long as the trip from Elizabethan or wherever else, you know, Crockett. So, yeah, being able to be closer certainly helps your chances and kind of disrupts your rhythm less.
Got another quarterback. Let's switch gears here. A quarterback's got a beef. Virginia quarterback Chandler Morris filing a lawsuit against the NCAA in search of a 7th year of eligibility. 7th year. He filed a suit in a Virginia state court. He sustained injuries at TCU in 2022 and 2023, argued that he should have qualified for medical redshirts in both campaigns. Played 4 games in 2022 and 7 games in 2023. His 2020 season at Oklahoma did not count towards his eligibility, so he's on his third school, Virginia, TCU, and Oklahoma. So he's trying to get a 7th year of eligibility because he's been hurt. And, he should have qualified for medical redshirts in both campaigns. Well, I don't know who didn't do their paperwork or whatever, but what do you think? This guy's trying to get back for his 7th year of eligibility.
I think we have a little bit of precedent with this. A couple weeks ago, Trinidad Chambliss had a similar type case that he should have got, one an extra year because of injuries and whatever, and he ended up getting it. So I think we have some precedent here, and I think based on the way things are, Chandler Morris has a good shot at it because you read one of those years he only played 4 games. Well, in order to get a red shirt, at least up before this season, they're changing it. It's, I think, 9 now, but up before this year, it was only 4. And he played the max of 4 and apparently didn't get the red shirt. So if that's how it's revealed to be in court, then yeah, I think he'll end up getting this year of eligibility.
Joey Aguilar got turned down by Tennessee, so does he appeal? I have not heard. You're the UT guy for the paper. Does he appeal? Is he going to go and get ready for the NFL draft?
Right now he's getting ready for the draft. He posted that he was at the combine. We knew he'd be at the combine. I believe that's the route he's taking. Now, he still does have the appeal route. The only problem with the appeal is that it can take a long time.
Yep.
And, by the time you get your appeal heard, it might already be in season and, not really with the team or all of these things. So I would assume that Joey's just kind of going on for the NFL.
Such is the case for Charles Bediako of Alabama. Now, he has appealed. He got told no last week to come back and play, so he's appealed it. He's going to take it to the Alabama Supreme Court. He wants the judge who told him no last week to give him a temporary injunction so he can still play till the Alabama Supreme Court gives a final ruling, because they say it could be drug out by the time they finally make a ruling. The season could be over. But what they said last week, I would think would stand is like, okay, you can't play till it gets reviewed. We're going to take it all the way to the Alabama Supreme Court, which I guess they can do that. It's America. But then they're also saying, well, until then, I want you to reverse what you said so I can play. And then, so then the Alabama Supreme Court can rule on a permanent situation. So I don't see, in fact, he didn't. I don't see them reversing what he said last week. Okay, I'm going to let you play till they decide what you're going to do, because you came to me as the judge in Tuscaloosa County Court, and I said, no, you can't play. And now you come back to me and say, well, tell me I can play on the front end for a limited time so I can take it to the Alabama Supreme Court. And they said no, and I'm thinking, why would they not say no? I don't get that.
Yeah, no.
The ruling's a ruling, isn't it?
The ruling is the ruling. Once again, he has every right to appeal it. He is within his legal right to do so. He is taking that step. But I'm sorry, I just don't see the Supreme Court siding with him. I just don't. You signed a legal binding document that said you are willing to forego any remaining eligibility in pursuit of a pro career.
You did.
That is a legal binding document, and it's hard to overturn that.
It is.
So, sorry it hasn't worked out for you so far, Charles, but if I'm the judge, that's how I'm ruling. It's like, hey, you signed this. It's binding. You're not able to come back.
Yep. I agree 100%. So we'll see. But he has appealed. But for the time being, they've still said no, you're not playing. And so there you be. Now, last thing I want to let you ask about the NBA, they got a tanking problem in the NBA. The numbers are down. Ratings are down. Attendance, I think, is what I've been reading, is down. I think interest is down with the NBA. So they're tanking. And so for folks out there who don't know, they deliberately not play the best guys on the team so you can lose the game and have a bad record, so when it comes draft time, you get a higher draft pick the next year. That seems just totally – what is that teaching people to tank it and intentionally play poorly or not play them at all so we can lose the game?
Yeah, no, I'll preface it with this. I believe that 99.999% of the time, the players on the floor are not tanking. The players on the floor are out there trying to compete, trying to win basketball game. It's from the front office, it's from the coaching staff, intentionally sitting guys or whatever that creates tanking. And I'll be honest, I don't have any great solutions for it, because the way the sport of basketball is, the way one young prospect can change a franchise is so disproportionately a thing in basketball than it is in every other sport, basically. Because you can just consistently say, hey, you're our best player, you keep taking the shots.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to keep making shots.
Yep.
So we'll win some basketball games. So it's a hard thing to completely curb. I've seen some interesting odds. I think one of the proposals I've heard that it's kind of interesting is using it based on a rolling record over like a 2 or a 3 year span. That way you can't just decide 1 year we're going to suck, get this guy, and then next year we're going to be back to trying to win again. It's like we're going to reward the truly bad teams that this was their only route to get a star. If they trade for a guy they won't be able to re-sign, let's say Utah, for example. Free agents don't sign in Utah. And it's not even because they don't have the money. Most of the time they do. Players just choose to not go there.
Mm-hmm.
When they get traded there, they tend to not sign long-term. You know, Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert. That was one of your longer-term cores. Even then, you had to blow it up. So, I think rewarding the teams that this is their only route. Now, it's still on you to make the pick. But I think using that is better than, just this 1 year. You take a look at Indiana Pacers, for example. They're just in the conference finals. Now, with the Halliburton injury and all of these things, they're a bad basketball team this year. But still having to weigh, they were really good last year. They'll probably be decent next year. It's a tough thing. I don't envy the position Adam Silver is in. However, the reasoning that he has publicly stated at times about, it's tough on the gambling industry because of, guys not playing and, this, that, and the other. I'm like, I don't love that messaging at all. But I do agree that tanking's not a good thing, that we should probably try to encourage guys, hey, you have some talented players that, let's be real, they're healthy enough to play. Your fans would like to see them play. Let's see them on the court.
So how much does that play into it, the gambling aspect? I think it plays a lot, but what do you think?
It plays a little bit, sadly. I wish it didn't, but I do think it plays a little bit because, you can look on any sports bookie you're choosing, and most of the time you can see, I'll use the Washington Wizards for an example. You can say, hey, Keyshawn George has an over-under 19.5 points tonight. And then, he has 17 points through 3 quarters, but because we're trying to lose and he would help us win a basketball game, we're going to sit him for the whole 4th quarter. Therefore, his under hit. So, there's some of that as well. But, it's not a great situation at all.
So there you go. That's our look at sports. Our buddy, sports writer, Johnson City Press, Kingsport Times News. What are you covering Friday night, or where are you going?
To be determined. We're kind of waiting on things to see where everybody would be at, so we'll figure that out in the next day or two.
There you go. We'll be reading about it in the Johnson City Press, Kingsport Times News. Quick break. We'll be right back. That's our buddy Andrew Smith. Coming up next, Mr. Baseball's in the house. Spring training in full gear. We'll talk to our buddy Greg Salyard next on the Tom Dillon Sports.
So I stopped in at Chick-fil-A for lunch and saw Officer Wilson come in. I decided to place a dine-in mobile order and have a cookie delivered to him just to show appreciation for his service for our community.
A few minutes later, I noticed that Officer Wilson had gotten up and left, and I knew he hadn't gotten his cookie yet.
I'm headed to my car. I turn around and I see Allie, and she's running after me.
Mr. Police Officer, Mr. Police Officer.
Usually when someone yells, officer, officer, they want to ask me about a ticket they got. I absolutely wanted the cookie. This cookie's delicious.
And again, with Double C Western Supply, a lot of Western stores out there. What do you feel like separates Double C from all the other competition?
I feel like there's a lot of things that separate us. Our customer service, I feel like we help our customers very well. I feel like we're very friendly, and at least we try to be. We strive to be a friendly, family-based business. I also feel like our prices are very good. I feel like we try to keep our prices and our merchandise to a point that the whole family can shop here. And I mean, some things do have to be a little more expensive just because of the nature, but I feel like we try to keep our prices down low enough. And just we're always just striving to get the newest merchandise, the best merchandise that we can for them, and just we just try our best to do the best we can all the time. So I feel like, mainly that our customer service and our prices kind of differentiate us.
There you go.
Yeah.
Double C Western Supply on Railroad Street in Elizabeth. And again, social media, they're there, and also the website, doublecwestern.com. So, proud sponsor of the show, Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Miss Diane and the great folks at Double C Western Supply in Elizabeth. And be loyal, buy local, buy it in Betsy. Amazon doesn't sponsor your ball teams, but Double C Western Supply does. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we are live here at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City. Last night, of course, we crowned a district tournament champion for the Elizabethton Cyclones, beating Tennessee High last night. Great ball game, not because they won, because it's just a great game. Very competitive. And the old adage, can you beat a team 3 times in a year or a season? And so, again, last night it was proven you can't. Tennessee High won the first 2 games by 10 and 9 in the regular season, and the Cyclones beat them for the district tournament championship. So everybody moves now to the regional. We went down through the games, who's playing where. Girls are on Friday night, boys are on Saturday evening. We've got Milligan basketball tomorrow, 11:45 airtime, noon, audio only from Meadowview and Kingsport. It'll be the Lady Buffaloes #1 team. Samaj Clark was named player of the year in the conference. She should have been. She can play. And so from the senior out of Oak Ridge, she's Milligan's ace basketball player. And so the Lady Buffs play tomorrow. We'll be there for that one about this time tomorrow, as a matter of fact. We're going tipping it up on audio only from Meadowview and Kingsport. Mr. Baseball's here, ready to go. It is busy. Spring training.
Yeah.
Let's start, I guess we lose a great one, Bill Mazeroski.
Yeah.
Lost him over the weekend at the age of 89.
Yeah, we did. Guy who probably got into the Hall of Fame because of his glove more than his bat. But, of course, his bat was one of the most well-known home runs in World Series history from 1960 when he hit that walk-off in Game 7 to give the Pirates the World Series title that year, and still the only walk-off home run in a Game 7 in the World Series.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. So Joe Carter hit one to win it for the Blue Jays, but it wasn't Game 7. So the Blue Jays won one. I think it was 93. They won it on a walk-off by Joe Carter, but it wasn't Game 7.
So
Mazeroski's still the only player to hit a walk-off home run to win the World Series in Game 7.
I did not know that. So there you go. Is your mother watching?
She's watching, absolutely. We talked this morning, and she said, yep, she was going to wait until after she watched the show to do her work.
Her chores?
She doing. Yeah.
She has chores?
Yeah.
There you go. How old is your mother, by the way?
Huh?
How old is she?
How old is she?
Mm-hmm.
She turned 87 last week.
She is spry. She's on the move all the time.
Yeah.
Doing chores at 87.
Yeah.
Love it. Going out shopping for herself. I mean, it's really amazing.
Yeah.
And you're blessed to have a mama that's still active at 87, still going. So she's
yeah.
watching. Tom, you're so goofy. Thank you. Thank you, Eb. Coming for you, I take it. That's a compliment. Oh, boy.
It's a compliment coming from her. Huh?
Coming from her, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Eb, she's a dandy. So you look at, so I didn't know that. So good piece of trivia. The only Game 7 walk-off home run to win it in the history of baseball is Bill Mazeroski's shot in the 1960 series. Pirates beat the Yankees, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. And they also lost Roy Face.
Face. Uh-huh.
Roy Face.
Yeah.
Last week too.
Yeah.
A
One
Pirate.
of the best-known relief pitchers in Pirates history.
Yep.
As
So
well. So, yeah,
Hey.
I got a lot of his cards. I got several Mazeroski cards too, but I got several Roy Face cards.
let's see if I can get you a little bit more.
Yeah, we got a lot of background noise today, don't we?
It is loud.
It's a
yeah.
little loud, and
It's a little loud in the old Chick-fil-A. You got it. So, but that's okay. We'll just talk a little louder. So, anyway, spring training's upon us. Chris Sale signs a $27 million contract extension to lock him up. What's interesting about that, we talked about this last week.
Yeah.
They are anticipating a lockout.
Yeah, they are.
Major League Baseball.
They are.
So they got him locked in, so he can't go anywhere, even to have a lockout if they don't play. And so they're even talking about not playing next year at all. And that way he'll be back for the 28 season. So this is going to be a serious thing, isn't it, as far as baseball?
It is, and that makes him the highest paid player in Braves history for one season. They've never paid anybody $27 million before.
Wow. You think of all the guys came through Atlanta.
I know.
That's
Of course, I mean, some of those guys made peanuts compared to what the guys make today. You know, Hank Aaron probably never made the minimum of what the minimum salary. Oh, I know he didn't. He never made the minimum salary. No, not even close to it of what the guy that sits the bench makes today.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's you know what?
But nobody. I mean, even you think of guys that they got playing for him now. Even Acuna, you know, he's not making quite that much. He's close, but he's not making that much.
Nothing. Yeah.
So-
That's a great point. So Chris Sale, they've tied him up, locked him up for another. And of course, he's the ace of staff. And then you see.
And let's look at their health situation with their pitchers too. 'Cause they got some guys that are not going to be around first of the season at least, and maybe all season.
Well, Lopez had a good workout yesterday. So did Grant Holmes, so they're counting on them.
Right.
Swellenbach's on the shelf.
Right.
And
Strider
Strider's on the shelf, right? Yeah.
So
right now.
Strider, I've got great hopes for Strider to be back though and able to do something before during the season.
But
maybe
there's
not-
another one, isn't there? There's Swellenbach.
Um,
Yeah, there is another one. There's another one.
yeah, I can't think right now.
Wardrop,
Waldrop, yeah.
Waldrop. Hurston.
Hurston Waldrop. yeah.
Hurston Waldrop's on the
Yeah.
shelf too. So
Yeah.
So Sale is signed up, but you got a good spring training outing from Ronaldo Lopez, which they need. He said, I can throw. I'm not throwing 95, I'm throwing 93 right now, and it's not hurting, which is a good sign. And Grant Holmes had a pretty good workout too.
Yeah, he did.
So those are two good ones for spring training right now for the Atlanta Braves. So it's
Yeah.
it's here. Hello, Jerry Keller. Hello to Terry Childers. Hello to Coach Kenny Harden. We're live here again. We're talking baseball with Mr. Baseball. So Bill Mazeroski, we lose him. We lose Roy Pace. Chris Sale. Scooble
Yeah.
has said he's not. See, now we're getting into a problem now.
Okay, go ahead.
You understand?
Yeah.
And I told you it's going to happen. So now the World Baseball Classic, he said, I'm only going to throw one time.
Yeah.
I'm not going to throw because there's a chance for me to throw twice.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw once and get ready for the season.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys are starting to go, I don't know whether the teams are telling them this
Yeah.
or they're looking and going, if I get hurt, and we talked last week about the insurance. Some of these insurance companies are not going to insure Greg. Greg's working for me for the Reds. Greg's going to go pitch in the World Baseball Classic, and the Reds say, okay, but if you get hurt over there, when we're paying you over here, we're not going to pay you, and we're not going to cover your insurance, which they've done in the past. So as a result of that, a lot of the guys are going, I got to make a living for 162 games here. I can't take a chance of getting hurt in the World
Yeah.
Baseball Classic. Am I right?
Yeah, and Paul Skeens has said he's throwing 2 games. He's going to pitch in 2 games. So
Is that the max?
that's probably all they would expect
Yeah.
out of a pitcher, but they could in a pinch need some more innings.
Yeah.
But these guys, and I mean, let's face it too. All these guys are saying too that they want to be on their regular pitching schedule, and that makes sense. Now I totally get that. They need to be on their regular pitching schedule that they would
Absolutely.
be on if they were pitching for their team. In Scooble's case, the Tigers. So he wants to be on that regular pitching schedule. So he's going to be ready when the season starts. He wants to make sure of that. I mean, so he's not going to put the World Baseball Classic ahead of his preparation for the season for sure.
Well, they shouldn't.
Right.
I mean, this is a specialty event, the World Baseball Classic, much like the Olympics will be in 2028 in baseball. They haven't
Right.
figured that out yet, but they have figured out the World Baseball Classic, and so these guys So how many games can they play down at the World Baseball Classic?
So they got. I've got the schedule at my house. I should have brought it.
I mean, just
can't
ballpark.
remember.
10 games, 20 games?
Something like that. It's not 20. It's not 20.
Okay, so it's
yeah.
less than 20 games.
Yeah, it's less than 20 games.
So you got these guys out here risking, quite frankly, their season, maybe their career.
Mm-hmm.
And we go back to Jose Altuve. Remember what happened to him?
Mm-hmm.
He broke his thumb
Yeah.
a couple years ago, and he's out a number of games from the Astros.
Edwin Diaz missed a whole season.
Edwin Diaz missed the whole season. So
And that was from a celebration.
well, yeah, he's just jumping up and down.
He
His
was
knee
celebrating that his team just won. And
blew his knee out.
blew his knee out.
So if I'm signing checks for you, I'll just tell you, or you're signing checks to me, and I come up to you, let's reverse it. You're the owner. You're paying me big bucks.
Yeah.
You're expecting big things out of me. I said, oh, by the way, I'm going over and play 15, 20 games to represent Puerto Rico, my native country or whatever, in the World Baseball Classic. But if I get hurt over there throwing the ball, when I come back to you, even if I'm on the shelf, you're still going to pay me. And you would say what?
No.
No. So, I mean, I don't know what these guys are thinking. Why would anybody do that?
Yeah.
Jeopardize your team. So the point of all this is, since the last World Baseball Classic happens, what, every 2 years, 3
Is it
years?
2 or 4? I can't remember. Yeah.
But since the last one, be that as it may,
It seems like it's not been that long, though, since we had the last
I
one.
want to say it's 2 years ago.
Yeah, it may have been.
But anyway, so since then, the players and the teams are kind of getting a little
Yeah.
sketchy, and I get that. I totally
Yeah.
understand that. So
Yeah.
we used an analogy here last week. I'm working for Tim at Chick-fil-A. I'll go over to Wendy's across the street and do a show there, and I get laryngitis over there, and it's all hypothetical, of course. And I can't talk anymore. I lose my voice. But I'm gonna come back over here and sit and whisper and talk with a whisper for a couple of weeks to get my voice back because I got over there. But I want Tim to keep paying me, and Tim's probably gonna go, let them pay you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get the point. It's
Yeah.
it's very an interesting scenario to say the least. World Baseball Classic. So Scooble says he's only going to throw one outing. That's it.
That's it.
He's going to save his arm. So I
Throw
get
him
it.
9. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Let him go 9.
Let him go 9. And then Paul Skeen says he'll throw twice. That's
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah.
and it's a big gamble. I mean, I understand
It is.
the platform and the ambassador and the goodwill towards baseball and
Yeah.
blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, it's a performance-based business. If I'm hurt because of what happened over there, then you got to rethink it, and they are rethinking it. So
Yeah, they are.
yeah, so that's what's going on there. Scooble said, I'm only going to throw one time in the World Baseball Classic. And so spring training continues to get more and more intense. The starters are playing more and more. Evan Carter, 1 for 3 yesterday with a triple, scored a run. They got him in the leadoff spot for the Rangers right now, and he's playing very well, and so which is great to hear. And so he's injury-free at this point. So any surprises? You've been watching spring training. Any scenarios jump out at you right now? Any teams looking good or not looking so hot?
So I gotta say, there's been a lot of stuff said lately about this kid for the Pirates, Connor Griffin,
Oh, yeah.
19 years old, hit 2 home runs
Oh, I
yesterday.
watched him on video. He hammered him
He did.
off
he
of
did.
Ranger Suarez,
Yeah.
the Red Sox,
Yeah.
who's not me and you. But this guy
Right.
knows what he's doing.
Right, he does.
He teed off on him. He
Yeah.
hammered 2 of them.
Yeah, and he's 19.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the real deal, looks like.
So I have a feeling we're going to be hearing that name a whole lot fairly soon, even though he's young.
Yes.
I think I think he was like a number 9 draft pick. He was the first round, but like the 9th pick overall. But he's the number 1 prospect in all baseball right now, and for a reason. I mean, he is showing it.
Oh,
He's
he
the real
clubbed it.
deal.
He clubbed it.
He's the real deal.
Yep.
There is no doubt about it. So I think the Pirates. I like some of the things they did in the season and off season, and this is not their year, but I mean they keep bringing up guys like that. Because O'Neal Cruz, let's talk about him for a minute. He was the guy that we kept hearing about. He was their 6'8" shortstop that they moved to center field, and he has lately the ball has just not been jumping off his bat. And I don't know what the deal is, because he's just an extremely large human being. I mean, he's a big man.
6'8".
Yeah, 6'8", like 270 pounds or something like that.
Played shortstop?
He was playing shortstop. He
Wow.
looks slim though. I mean, At 6'8", you know, a 250-pound 6'8" person can look fairly small.
Wow.
They're slim, you know, but he was playing shortstop, and they moved him to center field, and I think that was a good move. But I don't know, his bat has just not produced like we thought it was the last couple seasons. So hopefully he's going to turn things around and hit the ball hard again, because he had StatCast, you know, they keep track of the hardest hit balls. He had some of the hardest hit balls in baseball. I think he had 3 of the top 10 at one time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the hardest hit balls, and that's just not happening for him now. So hopefully he can figure that out, you know.
I'm trying to envision a guy 6'8" playing shortstop. You got to cover a lot of grounds, of course.
And Ellie De La Cruz is 6'7", you know. So.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Ellie De La Cruz 6'7"?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow, that's even more impressive how fast he runs and all that. But I didn't realize. But so you look at the guy that's interesting. That's 6'8" playing shortstop. Of course, as big as he is, he only has to slide about 2 steps with his arms, and he can take his arm and hit the window there with his wingspan.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So
yeah.
Anyway, that's some of the stuff going on.
So I think the Pirates, you know, I think they're looking fairly good. You know, the interesting, I don't know if you've heard what Alex Bregman has been talking about being at the Cubs, and he's talking about wanting to take a huge leadership role there and being one of those iconic Chicago stars. So that's kind of what he's wanting to do.
That's what, leave his mark?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So let's see what happens there in Chicago with him. Of course, I guess you saw the triple play that you did not see the triple play. Okay, so
I'm in basketball mode every night.
All right, so the San Francisco Giants turned a triple play, unlike any triple play that had ever been turned in baseball history.
Really?
Yes. So
swinging the bat.
So they got the bases loaded, no outs.
Okay.
The batter hits a little blooper over the second baseman's head in the short right field.
Okay.
The second baseman runs back to catch the ball, so the guy on third thought.
He didn't catch it.
He does not catch it. It was Luis Arias who was playing second base.
Okay.
He does not catch the ball, which he did. And if you watched it, he didn't have a chance to catch the ball. I mean, it was out of reach by far. But he goes back, gets it on one hop, turns around, throws it back to the infield.
Okay.
So the first baseman cuts it off near the mound.
Okay.
Who then throws it to second base.
Second base, okay.
Who has got the runner from first.
And
he tags him out.
Tags him out,
as
okay.
he's trying to slide into second.
Out one.
So the runner on third has gone back to third, but the runner on second is also at third. So they throw the ball to the third base then. They get the runner that was running from second to third, and after that, the guy that was on third just casually walks off the base, and they go tag him, and he's out for a triple play.
Why would he do that? Bonehead play?
Yeah.
So they get the guy from second goes to third. They get him on the force out. Can't have 2 on one base.
Right.
So they tag him.
So they tag him. He's out.
That's 2 outs. And so sleep at the wheel down there at third base.
He just steps off the bag. Matt Chapman tags him. He's out.
That's pretty stupid.
Triple play.
Yeah.
It is the only triple play in baseball history that started with a base hit. That had never happened before. Can you believe that? Now, there's not been a lot of triple plays in baseball history. You know, I don't know how many there's been, but it was the only triple play in baseball history that started with a base hit.
So it was registered as a base hit.
Yeah.
So in the scorebook, you go. So you'd go.
It's credit for
4
a hit.
To 3, the first baseman.
To 6.
To 6 or 5, the third baseman.
It would be to 6. 3 is the first baseman, then to 6 for the shortstop at second base to tag the runner.
Let that one out. All right.
Then to 5 to the third baseman, and he tags both of those guys, and both of them end up being out. You got to watch it. You got to find it and watch it.
All right, so you go.
The funny thing is, you don't really even see the third out. It happens off camera.
So 4, second baseman throws
to 3.
First baseman in the middle of the infield.
Right.
Who throws to the shortstop out at second. That's out number 1. Then he
throws the third
to the number 5
to the
position,
third baseman.
number 2, and then the third baseman tags unassisted third base. That's wild. All off of a base hit. That is
Yes, all from a base hit.
That's interesting.
So it was fascinating. You've got to find it and watch it. It's really an interesting play.
What are you hearing about Tony Vitello, speaking of the Giants? Is he doing okay?
So, yeah, and that was the interesting thing. They said, the second game that he's managed as the Giants manager in spring training, that play happens. Something that never happened in baseball history.
Happens on his watch.
Happens, yeah, with him there. So his team pulls off that triple
Wow.
play that way. So, what you're hearing is good, about Tony Vitello there. Everything sounds like he's doing a good job. He knows what he's doing. And, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I think the Giants are going to do well this season. I really do. I picked them second in the division. So,
How's my boy doing? You know who I'm asking.
yeah, I haven't even looked. I've not even looked to see what he's doing.
Rob Hill Devers, my boy.
Yeah, I'll check on him for
Oh,
you.
yeah.
I'll
Please do.
I'll make sure you know.
Text me when you get off the air because I can't hardly wait out.
Okay.
I'm being sarcastic, so
Yeah.
I can wait till next week. But anyway, it's getting ever so closer. Opening day is when? March
27th, I think.
Was that deep in the
I
season?
believe.
So we got another.
I believe.
So
Yeah, it's that far. Let me see.
So what's your take on too many spring training games? Because I'm hearing more and more people saying, look, they show up in shape to work out year round.
26th, I believe.
So, wow, you got another 3 weeks.
Yeah.
See, I hear a lot of people saying, okay, let's get it started. They come in better shape now than they used to back in the day.
Right.
And so let's get it going. Let's roll. And so shorten the spring training season. What do you think?
I would be in favor of that. I think the players would probably be in favor of that as well. I don't know how much baseball would be in favor of that. But, yeah, I would be good with that.
Yeah.
I think one of the things we see, pitchers and catchers report early, but the pitchers almost have to get caught up to the hitters, I think. Early on in spring training, it seems like the hitters are maybe just a little tad ahead of the pitchers, and the pitchers have to get caught up a little bit.
What are you hearing about the ABS system?
So it's so some teams have different philosophies on how they want to use it, and so there was one pitcher, and I cannot remember now who it was. Nick Pivetta. They said they're going to not allow him to use it because he thinks every pitch he throws is a strike.
Wow.
So they said, we're not going to let him use it.
He'll just argue everything. Really?
Yeah, he'll use them up. He'll use them up in the second inning probably.
Wow.
When he's pitching. So they said, yeah, we're not going to let him use that. So that's going to have to come from the dugout or somewhere.
I saw where they took pictures of every player for your bat, because your batting strike zone is going to be different than mine now.
Right.
With ABS, and
Yeah.
it is anyway to a point, but now it's very much noted that they literally took a picture of every guy in spring training, so you can establish your individual strike zone per player.
Or how many guys had like Pete Rose batting stances from that?
Yeah, I mean, what do you do? Or what if? All right, let's go from Cruz that you mentioned 6'8".
Yeah.
And from
He's got a
6'8"
huge strike zone.
to Jose Altuve, who is
5'6".
5'6". I mean, look at the differential in the strike zone, and so the umpire has to call it accordingly. So it is a fluid strike zone now.
Yes.
It's not always been that way, but it is now. It's on a per-player basis. So do you see it eliminating umpires as a whole? You think the ABS will get rid of them?
I don't think so.
Don't think?
I don't think that. I hope that never happens. I like the human aspect of it. I want him to get everything right. We want that to happen. We want the accuracy of it. But I don't think they'll ever go that route.
Yeah, hope not.
Yeah, they're saying they won't.
Yeah.
So let's hope they don't. I like that human aspect.
Somebody asked me yesterday about the A1. Would the A1 get involved with umpiring at some point and eliminate umpires?
Yeah, I don't know. Surely not. I mean,
hope not.
Yeah, I don't think so.
A1 is infiltrating a lot of things in our culture. So I don't know if it's Major League Baseball is going to make it or not. But so 3 more weeks to the start of the season, and do you feel okay with your picks? You want to make these Because everybody's pretty much with Giolotto. Giolotto's not picked side
He's
yet.
not. Scherzer's still out there, and they're talking. He's talking to some teams I'm hearing. So, yeah, he would be an interesting one too. You know, he could.
Those are the two big names still out
That's
there.
the two big guys. Yeah, it's still out there.
So you're okay with your picks. You don't.
For right now,
You
yeah.
don't want to modify or change.
I'll keep them.
Tweak them.
You know, I might move the Red Sox up a position. I don't know.
Yeah.
They might deserve to go up a position. I think their young players are going to do better than maybe I was thinking earlier.
So Connor Griffin's the big prospect. That's all eyes are on this kid out
All eyes are on him.
of Pirates.
Yeah.
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 It's interesting.
Yeah, and I'm anxious to see where they send him in spring training and how long he's going to be there.
Well, you don't think he'll make the big club?
I don't think he'll make it out of spring training. I think they're going to want him to have a little bit of seasoning. If he makes it, that's going to be huge. That's going to be a huge – because if he makes it, he's going to be their starting shortstop. They are not going to have him sit anywhere. You know,
Not for what they're paying him.
No. So
No.
if he makes the team out of spring training, he will be the starting shortstop for the Pirates.
At 19 years old, that'd be
19 years old.
wow. Connor
We don't
Griffin.
see that as much anymore. You
No.
used to see that some. You know, guys like Andrew Jones. Remember, he was 19. Ken Griffey Jr. I think he was 18 when he came up, which is crazy.
Normally they put you down on the farm for a year or two. So you can at least
Exactly.
start there. And
Yeah.
so
And Griffey, you know, he played a little bit in the minors, but and Jones did as well. But you know, we just don't see that quick move like we used to see.
yeah.
So,
Well, they got a lot of money invested in these guys. You want them up there quick as you can get them, but you also know
Right.
if you get up there, you don't want to ruin them and you know mess them up here.
exactly.
You go up there and you flounder around, and it kind of damages your self-confidence.
Yeah.
So to say the least.
Yeah. So I don't. Here we're talking a lot about Pittsburgh today, but you know, back in the '50s, Pittsburgh's rookie league team was Bristol, but they called them the Baby Bucks. In Bristol,
Really?
they were the rookie league team for the Pittsburgh Pirates,
I don't remember that.
and they had this guy named Ron Nakai. You ever heard of Ron Nakai?
Rod Nakai?
Ron Nakai.
Nope.
Okay, he passed away just a few years ago. Ron Nakai, while he was pitching in Bristol, rookie league for the Pittsburgh Pirates, threw a perfect game in which he struck out all 27 batters he faced.
No. For
I
Bristol?
promise you it happened.
The Bristol
It-
Baby Bucks?
Yes, it happened.
He struck out every batter he faced, struck him
Every
out.
batter he faced, he
That's
struck
never
him
happened,
out.
has it, before?
Never happened. He's the only pitcher to have ever done that.
How do you spell his last name?
Neccai, I believe.
You're
Nakai.
pronouncing it
Nakai is
Nakai?
how I always heard it, but yeah, Ron Nakai. So here he is playing rookie league ball for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Guess what they did?
They let him go. They released him.
They brought him up to the major leagues.
Yeah, well, that was to be expected. I thought it was going to do something really crazy.
No, they brought him up from rookie league now all the way to Pittsburgh. Guess what his career looked like in Pittsburgh?
Not very good.
Not very good.
No. Because I never heard of him.
Yeah, he did not pitch very long in the major leagues.
When was this?
I
70s?
think, no, this was in the 50s. This was
The
like
50s.
1952, I believe.
Ron
something-
Nakai. I have
Ron
to research
Nakai.
that. How you spell it?
Neccai, I think.
look him up right now.
Yeah, let's look him up.
Let's don't even wait. I'm excited.
Okay.
He struck out every batter he faced.
He did.
They elevated him, promoted to the majors, and he was a bust.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that. See, he gets all kind. So I've learned two things today. Mazeroski's the only walk-off home run in the 7th game of the World Series. That was back in 1960. And now Ron Nakai with the Bristol Bucks back in the 50s struck out every batter he faced.
Oh, he is still living. I thought he passed away. He is still alive. He is 93 years old.
Wow.
Has any pitcher struck out all 27 batters?
Yep. Nakai is how you say it.
Mm-hmm.
Is American Premier League baseball starting pitcher. Played the Pittsburgh Pirates in the 1952 season, batted and threw right-handed. 6'5". As any pitcher struck out all 27 batters, Nakai is the only professional pitcher to record 27 strikeouts in a 9-inning game. beat the Welch Miners out of West Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Baseball was donated to the Baseball Hall of Fame in 2001. Displayed in the museum, one for the books exhibit. That is really cool. Happened in Bristol.
Here's his picture.
I'll show it to put that up there. Is Ron Nakai? Is he still alive?
He is still alive. I thought he passed away, but he's still alive. He's 93 years old.
Wonder where he lives.
Let's see.
Probably lives. He's my next door neighbors.
Forward Township, Pennsylvania. Oh, that's where he was born. I'm sorry. I don't know if we can find out where he lives or not.
That's an incredible story. So,
yeah.
Wow. Can you imagine the pressure on him late in the game?
I know.
They
They said he was drinking buttermilk in the dugout because his stomach was so upset.
Nervous?
Yeah.
So you get along about the 6th or 7th inning, you've struck out everybody you face. You're thinking, okay, there's a chance for me to run the table here. I would think every pitch I'd be a nervous Nelly.
Yeah.
Every pitch I would just get more and more.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So they brought him up. Guess what his major league record was as a pitcher? His one-loss record.
0-0.
No.
0-2.
No.
0-12.
No. No, not that bad, but almost. 1-6.
1-6.
And with a 7.08 ERA.
A 7-point ERA after striking out everybody.
Yeah, because they brought him up to the major leagues when he was 20 years old, and he was playing rookie league.
So
they should have never done that.
No. So look up the Welch Miners and see who they were affiliated with.
Okay.
Because Bristol Bucks were the obviously Pittsburgh Pirates. So
yeah.
that'd be very interesting to see the Welch Miners out of Welch, West Virginia, back in the old Appalachian League. So.
Okay.
Would be the Reds, maybe?
The Philadelphia Athletics in – no. So in 52, that year, they were affiliated with several different teams. The Braves in 42, the Philadelphia Athletics from 47 to 50.
Huh.
Then the Reds in 51.
That's
The
all.
Boston Braves again in 52, and the Philadelphia Athletics from 53 to 55. And that was the extent of their time.
The Welch Miners out of West Virginia was the opponent. They
Mm-hmm.
struck out all. So they were it wasn't like a traveling team. It was
It was a legitimate
minor league baseball
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
They rotated between the A's and the Braves and the Reds, among others.
Okay,
So
they moved to Marion, Virginia during the 1955 season. Became a Marion
That's
team
interesting.
in the Appalachian League.
the Welch Miners. Every guy on the team struck out to this guy, Ron Nakai.
Ron Nakai.
That's a great way to end it. See, he's just a plethora of information.
Well, it's my hometown, so happened in my hometown,
Bristol.
You
got it.
So I know the story.
You're the hind catcher. You're the catcher with the Vikings. What year in baseball?
I never really started.
I thought you played.
I didn't play much.
Oh, I thought you played. I thought you started.
I played, but I didn't play much.
Oh, my bad. I thought you were like a.
The guy that started ahead of me was like an all-conference catcher every year, so I didn't have a chance. We were the same year in school.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So,
I wasn't gonna start. He was like the all-conference
were you
guy.
the
every year.
bullpen catcher?
Yeah,
Were you really?
yeah.
There you go.
I caught batting practice for 3 or 4 hours every day.
And your coach was Benny Rutherford?
Benny Rutherford, yep.
Yeah. Saw Dave Rutherford the other night at the basketball
Okay,
tournament. He's
yeah.
still out there
Yeah.
kicking it.
And my
So-
freshman coach was David Halstead.
Oh, I remember him.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
Mr. Baseball, always a pleasure. Are you hungry?
Yes, sir. I am hungry today.
I am too. So, but you get to eat before I do.
I do.
Yeah. And so, yeah, it's good stuff. We'll see you next week.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Appreciate it very, very much. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We'll take a look at top 25 college basketball. Tennessee on the road laid an egg last night. We sat right here and said it's a trap game, and it was. They lost last night on the road. We'll talk about it next on the Tom Dooley Sports Show. Talking to Dr. Justin Smith, one of our great sponsors here at the Tom Dooley Sports Show, Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports. A lot of them out there. What do you feel like separates physical therapy services from all the competition?
Well, number one is that we're local. the money that you spend with us stays here. This is not a large corporate venture that your money goes to Florida or Miami or up to Chicago or wherever. We are a true mom and pop facility. We pride ourselves on that, number one. Number two, we don't have a bunch of higher ups, VPs, multiple presidents that we have to end up making a bunch of profit to be able to pad their pockets. The money that we make in physical therapy services, we reinvest back into the community. So that's why we have our Class 4 laser, we have our Ultra G, we have all the equipment that nobody else in the area has. And we can provide services and for the people of Elizabethton, of Carter County, Roan Mountain, Hampton, Stony Creek, Mountain City, Johnson City. That's why we have people from all over the area that flock to our facility because they know they're going to get the best care, the state-of-the-art care with the most state-of-the-art equipment.
It's awesome. Can't top that, folks. Great sponsor of the Tom Davis Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. Great folks at Physical Therapy Services. And back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. Let's take a look at some more sports. We told you about the young man Chandler Morris, the Virginia quarterback, says, I want to sue the NCAA for another year of eligibility, trying to make his 7th year playing football in college. And so he says he has an argument. We'll see if he does. I'll see what the NCAA says about that. So he said he should have been qualified for a medical redshirt. He got hurt back in 2022 and 2023. Well, you know, of course, my question would be, well, then why didn't you apply? Who didn't do what they should have done to make sure you were a medical redshirt qualifier? But he didn't, and so now he wants to play another year, and I don't know whether they'll let him play or not. So, let's see. It's interesting. The cases continue to pile up. Joey Aguilar, Trinidad Chambliss, of course, Charles Bediako from the Alabama Crimson Tide basketball team. So anyway, Lady Buffs are watching the game today at 2:30. Milligan plays the winner of that first game, which will be Columbia and Montreat. They'll play at 2:30 at Meadowview, and the winner will get the Lady Buffs tomorrow. At noon, we'll go on air the broadcast at 11:45 from Meadowview. And so it's Milligan, Lady Buff, of course, regular season champ basketball. Samaj Clark named the player of the year in the league, as she should have been. So Samaj Clark, Coach of the Year. Kylie Greer, Coach of the Year. Samaj Clark, Player of the Year. I stood right there on the broadcast on Sunday and said they should get both Kylie Greer and Samaj Clark as Coach and Player of the Year, and they did. They didn't listen to me. They just did it. Clark, Player of the Year. Also on the first team was McKenna Myers. On the second team was Lena Lyon and Kenzie Campbell. Campbell made the all-defensive squad. So some more hardware being passed out for the Lady Buffs. Again, we will bring that to you tomorrow at 11:45, and that will be, as we said, from Meadowview in Kingsport. We're looking very much forward to doing that. Also, some more Milligan sports. The young lady was named the Runner of the Week in the country. Ellen Mary Kearney, the Women's Athlete of the Week honor. Again, she's done this multiple times. And so out of all the NAIA schools in the country, Ellen Mary Kearney from Milligan was the NAIA Women Athlete of the Week nationwide. So quite an honor for her and well-deserved. She, in track and field, she can do it. What did she do, as a matter of fact? 3-time champ at the AAC Championships. She won the 1,000 meter, set a meet record. Won the mile, set a meet record. Won the 3,000 meter. She also helped the women's distance medley relay win the conference title and set a new meet record, and as well as the Milligan program record. So a great week for Ellen Mary Kearney, to the point where she was named the NAIA Women's Athlete of the Week nationwide. It's quite an honor. Top 25 college basketball from last night. Miami stays undefeated, the only undefeated team in the country in Division I. Miami beat Eastern Michigan by 10. Top-ranked Duke blows out Notre Dame by 44 last night. 11th-ranked Virginia beats NC State by 29. 16th-ranked Texas Tech beat Cincinnati by 12. Couple of upsets. St. Louis goes down. 23rd-ranked team loses to the Dayton Flyers by 15. Tennessee loses last night on the road. They get beat by 4, 73-69 in Missouri. Back home with Alabama on Saturday. The other upset, BYU, 19th ranked, they lose by 13 to Central Florida. Other winners, third-ranked Michigan beat Minnesota by 10. You have number 2 Arizona beating Baylor by 7. And you have number 4 Iowa State, the Cyclones, beating Utah by 16. That's your top 25 from last night. Now, tonight got some good ones. Of course, they were good last night, too. But tonight, number 15 St. John's, Rick Pitino and the boys have won 13 straight. They'll play at UConn, number 6 in the country tonight. So 15th St. John's at number 6 UConn. Number 7 Florida, the Gators will be in Texas to battle the Longhorns. 9th ranked Gonzaga hosting Portland. 12th ranked Nebraska home to Maryland tonight. 25th ranked Vanderbilt hosting the Georgia Bulldogs. 17th ranked Alabama home to Mississippi State. And 20th ranked Arkansas, the Razorbacks, hosting Texas A&M tonight in men's top 25 college basketball. Tomorrow, you have the Lady Vols again on the road at LSU tomorrow to battle the Bayou Bengals of Kim Mulkey. So there you go. Let's see, what else? Anything else I want to pass on to you here? We'll run down again. The National Hockey League starts back up tonight after being off in the Winter Olympics. And so here are the teams right now. If they stopped it today, which we're not, here's the teams in the playoffs. Tampa Bay, the Boston Bruins, Montreal, Detroit, Buffalo, the Carolina Hurricanes, Pittsburgh, the Islanders, Colorado, the Anaheim Ducks, Minnesota Wild, the Dallas Stars all in, along with Vegas, Utah, Edmonton, and Seattle are the teams. If you stop today, will be the teams in the Stanley Cup playoffs for the National Hockey League. The NFL Combine continues. It'll crank up tomorrow, the defensive linemen and the linebackers. Friday, they will, again, do the Combine for the defensive backs and tight ends. On Saturday, quarterbacks, wide receivers, and running backs. Sunday, offensive linemen. So it's being held at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, and so it's a big deal for these guys. It's a game changer. You perform well up there in the combines. Again, they test you for your running, your strength, your jumping ability, so on and so forth, and so it can really make you or break you. You can put yourself in a position to make a lot of money, have a bright future in the National Football League if you do well in the combines. It's a big deal. And so they're there all week at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana. We will take a break. We'll come right back, and we'll begin to wrap this thing up right after this from Brumman Sports Shop on the Tom Taylor Sports. Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabeth with your favorite school's T-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry fit T-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brumman Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brumman Sports Shop, downtown Elizabeth, and Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummanSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton. Insurance. How can you help us with auto insurance?
Well, one of the things Horace Mann was started for, Tom, back in 1945 was to provide auto insurance for educators. They came up with the idea that if we could put a group of school teachers together in one company, their cars would sit in a parking lot for 10, 12 hours a day. Friday and Saturday nights, they're home grading papers. They're all college educated. They have a tendency to be better drivers because they set an example for their students. And knowing all those things, we'd probably have less claims. And so we're able to offer better insurance rates because of that.
And so, if you're a teacher, an educator, you want to come here and get a quote because of that, your quotes and your rates are typically better than other folks, right?
That's right. And we also do a couple other things for educators. If they were to get into an accident while they're on school business, we don't have a deductible on that, Tom. They won't have to pay a deductible. If somebody vandalizes their car while it's on school property, they don't pay a deductible for that. If they get into an accident on school property, we waive the deductible. If they get into an accident with another Horace Mann agent or a Horace Mann client, they're going to not have to pay a deductible also.
It's Good stuff. So if you need more information, go to social media or give him a call. How can we get a hold of you and find out more?
Yeah, you can just call me here at the office at 543-0059 or go to horaceman.com on the internet, and you'd be able to find our office here.
There you go. One of our great sponsors here on the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, the good folks right here at Rick Walters Horseman Insurance. Milligan basketball tomorrow at 11:45. We'll be ready for that from Meadowview Audio only. The Lady Buffs against either, as we said, Columbia or Montreat. They're playing right now, or will be playing at 2:30 rather. The playing game, the 8th seed Columbia and the 9th seed Montreat. Coach of the year and player of the year from Milligan will be the Lady Buffs at noon tomorrow. We'll play that winner. They go in as the number 1 seed. They've already qualified for the national tournament by virtue of winning the regular season. So the Lady Buffs trying to do the same with the tournament at Meadowview and Kingsport. Meadowview Resort, Resort Conference. Oh, I never do get it right. Let's just leave Meadowview. Meadowview Conference Resort and, yeah, Meadowview. Draw a blank. It'll be at Meadowview tomorrow. We're going there at 11:45 audio only. We'll paint the picture for you for the Lady Buffs tomorrow afternoon. Again, Lady Cyclone and boy basketball. The Lady Cyclones on Friday night. 6:30 airtime, 7 o'clock tip-off from John Treadway Gym against Granger in the opening round of the regional. That's on Friday. Then on Saturday, the guys do it. Same thing, they'll play Granger. Same scenario, 6:30 airtime, 7 o'clock tip-off on Saturday. It will be audio only from John Treadway Gym on both games, so we're looking forward to that. That'll be coming up again Friday and Saturday. So we got Milligan basketball tomorrow. And then Friday, the Lady Cyclones, and Saturday the Elizabethan guys will play. So there you go. That's going to wrap it up here on this Wednesday. It's church night. If you don't have a church home, we invite you to come worship with us tonight at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church on Watauga Road in Elizabethton. We'll be there at 7 o'clock, and love to have you come be with us and worship the Lord again on that, or not on that, but tonight at Pleasant Beach. We would love for you to do that. Here's the verse today. We always dedicate our show to the man that hung on the cross. It's Psalms 62:8 says, trust in, lean on, rely on, and have confidence in him at all times. You people, pour out your hearts before him. God is a refuge or a fortress for us. Selah, which means to pause or think about what that means. That's in the book, the Old Testament, in the book of Psalms. So we added, thank you, Lord Jesus. You want us to have total confidence in you, to help us with our lives, to tell you everything that's going on. Then you remind us that you are our refuge, our fortress. We can get behind you, as you want to protect us too. Thank you for loving us the way you do. How about that? So he wants us to get behind him. He's a refuge or a fortress. He can take care and protect us. What a good way, a great way into the show. Thanks to our guest, Andrew Smith, Johnson City Press, and Mr. Baseball, Greg Salyer. Rejoining you tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock from Harold McCormick with the tour of schools. Then after that, we'll hitch up the horses and head off to Meadowview and Kingsport for Milligan Lady Buff Tournament Basketball is the number 1 seed tomorrow. The Lady Buffs will take on either Columbia or Montreat. We'll know that as they play today at 2:30 in the playing game. See you back here tomorrow at 9 o'clock. We'll be ready to roll from Harold McCormick for the tour of schools. Until then, we'll tell you as always, bloom where you planted and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching show number 2,454 today from Chick-fil-A on People Street